Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. So welcome to another session of USA Weekly Market Report series where we have closed in a little bit of red across the market as far as the last trading session of the week that has just ended. Now, is this a sign of worry or is this just a slight bit of correction or we would say the price adjusted because it was Friday and it's just before the weekend that some people thought to take their profits or little bits of profit off the table. So that's what we're going to discuss. Let us see what the charts are telling us and what it is all about. So let us just start analyzing the chart because personally I think that calendar year 2025 will be the year of adventures and you will see lot many events which will impact the market directly or indirectly and which will go beyond borders. So let us see. Now this is the price chart of Dow Jones and that's what I'm talking about. There is no change in the trend. It is just uh, uh, I would say slight bit of correction, but it does not impact the trend. Right now, it is in a recovery mode. This is a price chart of Dow Jones, which is clearly saying that it is in a recovery mode, and obviously, it does not matter whether the trend is on the upside. You will definitely see some sort of correction. Meanwhile, it's not going to be a one-way ride. So right now these two or three levels or these two or three lines representing the current support or stop loss, where we have our current support or stop loss at 44,176. This is going to be our support or stop loss, so don't go below that. And on the upside we're gonna have our immediate target at 44,599, and if it surpasses 44,600, then Dow Jones may even swing up to 45,000. So this is the range which we're going to look at as far as Dow Jones is concerned. And if Dow Jones surpasses 45,000 or 45,100, then we will see a fresh expansion or fresh uptrend. So the overall trend is strong. It is just that Dow Jones taken a pause, but it is not worrisome. That's the big thing. Now let us discuss about the price chart of Nasdaq, which will give us a sense that is this a one-off or yeah. So this is the price chart of Nasdaq, and it is also in a little bit of consolidating mode, but nothing to worry about looking at the current close. Okay, looking at the current close, there is nothing much to worry about as far as Nasdaq is concerned, and that's what we are going to look at as far as the current price chart of Nasdaq. So let us see what the chart is telling us, and it is more like a range as we have seen in Dow Jones. Similar in Nasdaq, it is more like a range where we have this particular line, or I would rather say these two lines, which are our target and resistance, and this is where the support or stop loss lies. So if you are looking at the current uh, range or very immediate range, then we have 19,830 as far as our support and stop loss is concerned, and we have 20,130 and 20,225 as far as our target or resistance is concerned on the upside. So this is what we are going to look at as far as the current range or price action in Nasdaq, and that is what we're going to look at. So yes, both Dow Jones and Nasdaq is showing some sort of near-term correction or consolidation, but there is no change in the trend. The trend remains on the upside, and obviously, if both index are strong, then S&P is no different. And here we are. So for S&P, uh, S&P is way stronger. It is actually a breakout scenario. Forget about consolidation. If it is trading at or above 6,100, then it is a breakout, and that is what we have seen even with the current close. Even though S&P 500 went up to 6129, then it has fallen uh, at uh, at or near 6090, and from there it started moving higher, and the close which we have seen is at or above 6100. I mean, obviously by 1 point, but yes, a positive close is indeed a positive close. So it is actually trading at or above the resistance level, which means that it is ready for fresh uptrend. So overall, we can clearly see that these two or three index are clearly representing and strong up move. Now let us see what's drive the movement, and I mean, do dollar index give us the similar kind of indication, as we can clearly see from the highs of 107 to as low as 107, from 110 to 107. So we have a correction in the um dollar index, and the similar kind of enthusiasm has been uh, or the equity market is showing a similar kind of enthusiasm. So when we are looking at the dollar index, we can clearly see near term correction that has started. But is this correction enough to tell us that now whatever up move we have in dollar index has just ended and now it is correction that has started? Probably not, as far as the current price chart is concerned. So now dollar index is trading very near to the support level, which is in between 107 and 107.5. So if if I have to analyze the dollar index, and if I have to, I'm in a favor of dollar index moving down, then I will wait for DXY to close below 107, because this range is a support range. So it may started moving higher somewhere in between, from somewhere in between 107 and 107.5. So you have to be very cautious about this move, and because any move on the upside will definitely impact the market in the negative way, maybe higher, maybe lower, but yes. But as far as the equity index are concerned, they're closed on a stronger note, even though we have seen a slight bit of correction, but it does not impact the trend. So at least some good indications from the equity market. So I mean, we have to see whether dollar index will give us the similar kind of indication or not. If it does, then obviously it's like a confirmation which we are going to get from the dollar index, and then we can go longer in the equity market. Now, as far as gold is concerned, it has recovered, and it has recovered quite substantially. Okay, now you can clearly see it has recovered quite substantially, and it is basically on the verge of a breakout. So once gold surpasses, and I'm talking about the gold futures, so it is still in a range, but we have to wait. If we are looking for a breakout, then we have to wait for gold future to surpass and sustain above 2810. If it surpasses 2810, then it will be a fresh uptrend which will start. But here is a scenario that if it again started falling from the current level, then we have our next big support at 2564, and that's why I'm saying that wait for the breakout to happen. Once gold future started trading above 2810, then in that case the least which one can expect, so here the levels are conditional, wait for the breakout, and thereafter the least which one can expect is 3000 and 3100. So this is the range which we are going to look at, but only if the breakout happens, because this is a resistance zone, and if there is a correction from this level, then obviously we will see one more leg on the downside. That is a possibility looking at the price structure. So overall things are looking very good. Yeah, before ending the session, I think we have to check the enthusiasm from the Bitcoin as well, because Bitcoin is indeed making new highs, or it is comfortably trading. I mean, I've talked about the long term trend multiple times, so you can probably go and check out my previous video on USA Weekly Market Series, where I've talked about the Bitcoin and its trend. But for the time being, Bitcoin is consolidating in between 91,000 and 110,000. So once it surpasses 109,000, then or 109,100, then obviously it will be a fresh uptrend which will resume. You can clearly see a consolidation which is going on, and once the consolidation ends, and once it surpasses 110,000, Bitcoin will make its new move, and that's what we are going to look at as far as the uh, uptrend in Bitcoin is concerned. So, I mean, one missing puzzle is obviously the dollar index, how it's going to behave. But apart from that, every other financial instrument is moving higher, showing a sign of strength, and obviously the market is, it looks very confident as far as the next big move on the ups as far as the upside is concerned. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.